Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First and 10, Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
He's got Fuller. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Again, it's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Into the secondary again. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 43 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a first down throw. Watson dumps it complete to Miller. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On first and 10, Watson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Here's Watson now on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie. And, you know, sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So here we go, first and 10 now. Now Dak on the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Prescott from the gun. And that's caught by Smith. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that one will be accepted. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They find some open field here. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Second down following the run. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 57 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down, Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Covington in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They are going for it. It's Smith, and he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the pitch goes to Miller. And some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Watson, option left. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 9 yards on the first down keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the deep...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Twisting away. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Prescott now, option right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. 1st down, Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down. To the air again, Prescott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Prescott on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Prescott yet again. And his throw is incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. Third down here.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And this is now a 1-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
On 1st down, it's Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Watson looks to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, here's Watson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now it's Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Here's Watson to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go.
In motion is Fedorowicz. It's Watson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller from 19 yards away. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. And he is knocked down from the side. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he spins away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Play action for Miller. Now Watson steps away to his left. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On the counter, Elliott. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 54 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Here's Watson now on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
Now Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. Lamar Miller, the 20, 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott now on second down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to go down again. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Texans take.
Man. The game changed, I blame these lame pretenders. My friends